The concept of dragons in the Bible is both fascinating and complex, as it reflects the interplay of mythology, metaphor, and religious symbolism. The Bible, particularly in its poetic and prophetic books, contains several references to creatures that can be associated with dragons. These creatures are often depicted as symbols of chaos, evil, or opposition to God. While the word dragon appears in some English translations of the Bible, its meaning and interpretation vary depending on the context and the original Hebrew or Greek terms used in the scriptures. One of the most prominent mentions of a dragon-like creature in the Bible is Leviathan. Described in vivid detail in Job 41, Leviathan is portrayed as a fearsome sea monster with impenetrable scales, fiery breath, and immense strength. The description emphasizes its terrifying power and indomitable nature, making it a potent symbol of chaos and untamed forces of nature. In the poetic imagery of the Bible, Leviathan represents more than a mere creature. It embodies the ultimate challenge to human strength and understanding, showcasing God's supreme authority over all creation. Isaiah 27 verse 1 also refers to Leviathan, calling it a fleeing serpent and a twisting serpent that God will slay, further solidifying its role as a symbol of evil and divine judgment. Another significant dragon-like figure is found in the prophetic and apocalyptic imagery of the Book of Revelation. Revelation 12 introduces a great red dragon with 7 heads and 10 horns, which seeks to devour the child of the woman clothed with the sun. This dragon is explicitly identified as Satan, the deceiver and adversary of God. The narrative portrays the dragon's rebellion against God and its ultimate defeat, symbolizing the cosmic struggle between good and evil. The vivid description of the dragon in Revelation emphasizes its terrifying and destructive nature, serving as a stark contrast to the power and glory of God. The term dragon is also used in several Old Testament passages, particularly in poetic books like Psalms, Isaiah, and Ezekiel. In these contexts, the word often translates from the Hebrew term Tannin, which can mean serpent, sea monster, or dragon. For instance, Psalm 74 verses 13 to 14 recounts God's victory over the sea monsters, breaking the heads of the Tannin and Leviathan. Similarly, Isaiah 51 verse 9 refers to God's past deeds in slaying Rahab, a mythical sea monster associated with chaos. These references frequently invoke imagery of God's power to subdue and overcome forces of disorder and opposition, reinforcing themes of divine sovereignty and deliverance. The dragon motif in the Bible is deeply rooted in the ancient Near Eastern cultural and religious milieu, where similar creatures appeared in myths and legends. For example, Mesopotamian mythology includes Tiamat, a primordial sea dragon defeated by the god Marduk, while Canaanite myths feature Latin, a 7-headed sea monster subdued by the storm god Baal. These parallels suggest that the biblical authors drew on familiar imagery to convey theological truths, adapting and reinterpreting these myths to highlight God's unparalleled power and authority. While dragons in the Bible are often associated with chaos and evil, they also serve as metaphors for human adversaries and challenges. In Ezekiel 29 verse 3, Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, is likened to a dragon in the Nile, symbolizing his arrogance and opposition to God. This metaphorical use of dragon imagery underscores the recurring theme of God's triumph over prideful and rebellious forces, whether human or supernatural. Modern readers may interpret biblical references to dragons through various lenses, ranging from literal to symbolic. Some view these creatures as representations of actual animals, such as crocodiles or large serpents, whose characteristics were exaggerated for dramatic effect. Others see them as entirely symbolic, embodying abstract concepts like chaos, sin, or divine judgment. Still, others consider them reflections of the rich mythological traditions of the ancient world, incorporated into the biblical narrative to communicate spiritual truths. In conclusion, the dragons in the Bible are multifaceted symbols that carry deep theological and cultural significance. Whether as Leviathan, the great red dragon of Revelation, or the metaphorical Tannin of the Old Testament, these creatures evoke awe and fear, highlighting God's sovereignty and the ultimate victory of good over evil. Their presence in the scriptures invites readers to explore the profound interplay of myth, metaphor, and faith, offering insights into the ancient worldview and the enduring power of biblical imagery. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel. May God bless you.